Welcome here at the Meeting Architecture School with Abbott Meeting Innovation. Today we are going to look at redesigning sessions so they become more dynamic and more interactive. A session has an amount of time, let's say 1 hour, and what you usually would have is a speaker, maybe introduced by a chair, that does a presentation. This audience is listening and consuming the presentation of the speaker. At the end of the session, then usually there is a Q&A in which 1 or 2 people will ask a question or make a statement. Usually it's the same people, and that's the end of the session. This challenge that we have is that listening to a presentation passively is not what people want to do. And so there is a quest for more interaction and more dynamic presentations. So what do we do to change this is several things. First of all, we introduce more than one speaker in a session. And we also introduce a number of techniques that allow people for more interaction. So again, the speaker starts with his presentation, but now instead of having a Q&A at the end of the presentation, we allow for more interaction during the presentation. One of the things we can do is give everybody a keypad so they can vote on a question. So the speaker puts a question on the screen, and participants can choose from a list of answers, and that gives them a little more activity to do. But on top of that, at the end of the speaker's presentation, the speaker puts a question or a statement on the screen, and now we give an amount of time to the participants to discuss what is being said. So they get to know each other, they learn from each other, but also they repeat the message that the speaker has been giving during his presentation, and this allows them all to learn more and remember more about the presentation. On top of that, we give every table a laptop so that one of the participants can be a scribe and write down some of the ideas that are floating around at the table. This gives an amount of input to the organizers, but it can also be a number of questions that participants have based on the presentation. Then the next speaker is coming, and the next presentation happens. During the presentation, actually, every table can send in questions. During the presentation, every table can send in a question to the speaker. And the chair also has a laptop. So the chair can see what's happening and can go to the speaker and say, this is an interesting question, let's have a little interruption. Then the chair also has this microphone that he can throw to participants, and our participants can answer or can ask the question or elaborate on the question and have a little debate with the speaker that is on stage. So what we are actually doing with the different speakers that we have is we're creating a wave of different activities. So you start with a presentation, then you get some discussion, then you use the microphone, then people can type in information so they wake up again. Then the next speaker comes, the next speaker does a presentation, and that is the way that is when people are, the energy levels of people are going down again. But they stay awake by giving them the laptop, and they wake up completely again by having the discussion with the speaker. So now you get the next speaker, and so you have presentation and interaction, and presentation and interaction, and presentation and interaction. So the wave of different energy levels makes that the session becomes much more energetic and much more dynamic. So that's in a nutshell how we can redesign sessions so they go from a classic format to a more interactive format where you have the different energy levels going up and down during the entire session. Thank you very much, and have a good day.